You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts.
All right, Black and White Sports supporters. Well, this is something I've been on since day one. And that was the fact that I always felt like Jon Gruden had been unfairly targeted by the NFL, Roger Goodell, DeMaurice Smith. You cannot tell me out of 600,000 emails or whatever the absurd number was, I can't even remember now, in the Dan Snyder investigation, you're trying to tell me that Jon Gruden's emails were the only ones that were even slightly offensive to anybody. I never believed that. I will never, ever believe it. I mean, after all, Dan Snyder was involved here. But as we know, the league ordered a code red. They released a first wave of emails. Mark Davis said, not firing Jon Gruden. Love the man. He's my coach. And then come a second wave. And that's when the NFL put pressure on Mark Davis to fire Jon Gruden. And look, I understand ultimately Jon Gruden resigned, but he was unceremoniously let go. Mark Davis did not want to let him go. Anybody remember his video from the owners' meetings where you could tell they had discussed Jon Gruden, Mark Davis, madder than a freaking hornet? They asked him, are you okay? You want to talk about it? And he said, no, go talk to the rest of the owners. Livid. The fact is, if it was up to Mark Davis, Jon Gruden would still be his head football coach right now, this second. Jon Gruden's been on a hell of a comeback, got a great YouTube channel, now working for Barstool Sports, been a consultant. Look, he was around the Chiefs. He was around the Saints. And I think, personally, the Saints screwed up royally not hiring Jon Gruden as their head football coach. Why? Well, you got Derek Carr. Put them back together and see what happens in a very weak NFC South division. Well, today, Jon Gruden takes a massive step back to becoming a head football coach in the National Football League. And the Buccaneers, right or wrong, there should, I think, be an apology with this. But they are putting Jon Gruden back into the Buccaneers Ring of Honor, which is their Hall of Fame, the Buccaneers Hall of Fame. Jon Gruden was initially inducted into the Buccaneers Hall of Fame based on his many accomplishments during his 7 seasons as our head coach, and he remains a significant figure in the history of our franchise. Upon further reflection, we have decided to reinstate him into the Buccaneers Ring of Honor. That has gotten 2.3 million views in just over 2 hours. In case you're wondering, Gruden was the Bucs head coach from 2002 to 2008, winning the Super Bowl in his first year with the club. 7-year tenure, 57-55. Regular season, 3-2 postseason record. And this has been met overwhelmingly positive, including Jon Gruden himself, who, let me just get right back here. Let's go to Jon Gruden's page. And because he did answer this, as I believe right here, many thanks to the Glazer family. So many of my best memories. I mean, Chucky's a damn legend. Let's be real. Glad the Bucs made the right decision in the end, but Gruden deserves a lot of apologies, especially from NFL leadership. Absolutely. Absolutely. I wish he would keep suing the hell out of them, but the man wants to coach football. And that's his passion. All you got to do is watch anything he's breaking down, trying to teach, any of that. And you can feel the dude's love for the game. I got to tell you, I wish he'd bring back the Gruden QB camp. I wish Barstool would let him bring that back. Glad y'all ended up making the right decision eventually, but this should have never happened in the first place. Funny how the woke leftist mob no longer has control or much say anymore, so we can get back to more sanity in sports. You made him a scapegoat because he was the white guy. Now it's okay to let him back in. You and Goodell are beyond shameful for what you did. He deserves so much better. Absolutely. Good call. Country could use a lot more forgiveness. Where is your apology? You're a bunch of greedy Fs that almost never do the right thing. Guy says go F yourself. I mean, a lot of pro Gruden feedback on here. Great decision. Wow, finally. About freaking time. The right move. Huge W. Good choice. Good. Welcome back, Gru. Oh, so now that the trash woke mob left, you can grow a pair. Pathetic. Look, and the Bucs should be under fire right now for having taken him out to begin with. The NFL should be under fire. That's weird. I think I must be missing the word sorry in the statement somewhere. That's awesome, good, great, rightfully so. Should have never been taken off the ring. Good, you should apologize. Great call. Wow. I mean, seriously, low class move to remove him in the first place. Good. Now stop caving to the woke leftists. That goes for the rest of the NFL. Wow. Seriously, hell yeah. Sometimes the NFL does the right thing. This is one of them. Chucky. And it goes on and on. I mean, you got a few twat-ass, woke assholes out there that are butt hurt right now. Good. Bathe in it. Cope. Swim in it. Drown in it, for crying out loud. Jon Gruden, unfairly targeted, should be a head coach right now in the National Football League. And by the way, one of the best NFL analysts we've ever had. Question is now, I mean, look, there was a lot of speculation this year around Gruden and the New York Jets. I mean, if you're a Dallas Cowboys fan right now, Brian Schottenheimer or Jon Gruden? Jacksonville Jaguars fan, Duval or Jon Gruden? Saints, Jon Gruden. I mean, there's a lot of guys that got jobs. And look, I like Liam Cohen actually, but I'm not hiring him above Jon Gruden in a million years. Good God. Maybe next year will be the year. I've said he may have to become an offensive coordinator, or he could go coach in the SEC. I continue to believe Bama's going to need a coach after this year. Tell me what you think. Peace. I'm out. Till next time.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.